Today we're going to do a retrospective of Sony's PSP and PSP Go and my experience over the years that I've played it. Consider subscribing. Hey guys, Zachary here. Welcome to Zachary's Gaming EXP. From the heart, no script. All I have to say is I fucking loved the PSP.
About to release a rap even Kratos has never seen.
I spent so many years playing the PSP after I moved from the GameCube. And on the GameCube, I mean, I played fairly. It was probably like one or two games total. But I used to play a lot of SmackDown vs. Raw 2007. It was just something different because my cousin Keith had a PSP and I was like, what the fuck is this? It's a fucking PS2 portable. And I just didn't know about it. So I had my paper route job and I was like, I'm gonna go get me a PSP. Now, I think the first model that I had when I was younger was the Sony PSP 2000 or 2001, and it was the lighter version. I don't think this is a 2000. I actually think this might be the 3001, but the battery life on it was awesome for the time, and I used to play SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 so much on the PSP because we had it on the PS2. But I never had access to the PS2 because my mom always made me go play outside or go play with friends, and I'd be so interested in playing my PSP. There were so many games I would play too. Just to name off some of the games, I have all the SmackDown vs. Raw games: Grand Theft Auto, Vice City Stories, Liberty City Stories, Dungeon Siege, Twisted Metal, Invisimals, all of the Invisible games, by the way, Split Second, Need for Speed, Most Wanted, Need for Speed Carbon Own the City, which I think Carbon Own the City I feel is much better than the Most Wanted PSP version, Harry Potter, and the Order of the Phoenix, which I think the only good Harry Potter game that I really enjoyed would have to be the first three games, Resistance Retribution, which you guys already know that, Rainbow Six Vegas, UFC 2010, TNA Impact, Gangs of London, didn't really play that much, Ghost Recon Predator, which deserves a remaster, but that is just some of the games right now, and there goes my Red Bull. Poop session over. Whoa, it's me. Huh. What perfect weather. It's like the perfect day to play some PSP. Hell yeah. Okay, so let's start with the PSP Go. For a guy that enjoys physical media over digital, Sony really caught my eye with this one. And Sony was way ahead of the time with the PSP Go. I don't know if people actually remember this or not, but there are three distinctive features that you can only do on the PSP Go. First one is you can move it into sleep mode if you want, because it does slide up and down. That's in the settings. That brings it back up. You can also lock it in place when you put it in sleep mode so it doesn't pop open or anything. You can pause the game, which is freaking awesome. You can even open up another game and play at the same time while this one is paused. If you want to pause the game and look up some secrets on the internet, you can, which I used to do a lot on the internet browser when I would go to the library or we had free open Wi-Fi at the school. And the other one is you can hook up a controller through Bluetooth, because the Bluetooth feature allows you to do so. Manage Bluetooth devices, and literally PlayStation 3 controller right there. I don't know if you can see it that well, but those are three awesome features that the PSP 2000, 1000, 3000 do not offer. Also, I would like to add that the commercials for the PSP were freaking awesome. They were funny too. Marcus, PSP. We don't get commercials like that anymore. I feel like that is definitely something that needs to come back if we do get a potential new PSP in the future. as it being rumored. Now, I love my PSP, that's obvious, but the reason why I love my PSP, first of all, was having my very own first console, which happened to be handheld. I could take it anywhere. And on top of that, I mean, they had SmackDown vs. Raw 2006 and 2007 on there, all the way up to 2011, and a full-fledged Grand Theft Auto game on the PSP. Actually, 2 of them, plus Chinatown Wars. It was more for the fact that I got to take it to school, and now that I'm older, well, I can drive and play. Okay, I'm fucking moving, okay? I'm sorry. Jesus Christ. I mean, do we even have to talk about Grand Theft Auto on the PSP and how good it was? They're so fucking vocal. Oh my god. There's like no other game that is so damn alive than GTA Vice City Stories on the PSP. A whole full-fledged world. Yeah, the draw distance wasn't all that great, but dude, it was manageable. It was awesome back in the day. I had a whole world to explore. It was sick. Alright, let's jump back to the PSP Go. So the PSP Go had a dock and an AV out, which you can see on the screen right here. It is one of my favorite features, but I think my cable has probably gone bad because it is not displaying in the full color range. Sony really outdid themselves by making this happen. It's really unfortunate that the PSP Go cannot be displayed on TV with the full colors, but I do have 2 more accessories to show you besides the dock, which I just showed you, and the AV out cables. The first one is for the controller. So basically, I found this on Amazon. It is a PS3 controller mount, basically for your phone or whatever back in the day. It's pretty simple. It literally goes around and then you clip it over. It's very, like a very tight fit. Snaps right on there. But I was like, you know what? I think the PSP Go is actually big enough to, or small enough I should say, to fit right up on there. And voila, you got yourself a handheld PSP Go console with full controller capabilities except for the right joystick. I don't know why they never made settings for that, which is a little unfortunate. Once again, talking about the PSP Go, and we're going to jump back into the fact that it was an all-digital console, which like I said before, I am huge on physical copies. Having physical copies is very important because it lets you know that you own it. However, PlayStation did allow us to keep passwords for the old consoles, like their PSP and whatnot. You basically just set up like a passkey password on the Sony ComputerEntertainment.com, or I think it's PlayStation 2FA, basically just on your PlayStation account, and that is obviously very nice, but having your entire library get sent to your PSP like digitally is actually kind of nice because you don't have to carry all the UMDs around and you still actually own all the games on here. Now if they change their EULA on that, which I don't think they will, that was like a different time, that would be unfortunate. But as of right now, everything I have on the PSP Go, I own.
These surrounding babbles are connected underground. The giant babble may possess a great deal of energy. It's fascinating.
So what the hell was the purpose of this video? There really was none. However, I do hope that PlayStation takes in effect that the PSP Go, the PSP, and the PS Vita, because the appreciation that has been shown on YouTube and Instagram and all of those social media accounts that, you know, commemorate the PSP and the PS Vita and the PSP Go, just kind of lets you know that PlayStation, if you're going to do this, do it right. Because we all miss the PSP, and even if you just like made like a new version of the PSP that plays the old games and brought everything back online, we would be happy about that. Like, it was just such a simpler time. We miss those days. Especially me. I really enjoy them a lot. I didn't get a whole lot of time to actually play on the actual like infrastructure, the online mode, because I had no idea about PlayStation accounts or whatnot until about 2011 when I bought my PS3. PSP actually has a very special place in my heart. I'm hoping to go game hunting again to hopefully find some new games for the PSP. I don't even know what's out there anymore. So, yeah, this has been my retrospective or retro perspective of me owning a PSP and kind of like my appreciation for having a PSP. So, guys, thank you for watching the video if you made it through. I'm Zachary. This is Zachary's Gaming EXP. If you want to see more content like this, straight from the fucking heart, consider subscribing. Until further notice, good night, good game. Nice, good, corny outro.